Alright, so here now, I just finally got equipped with the things I needed to after a few minutes of trying, I suppose. Because our PvP itself is rather competitive when it comes to the higher tier players playing, and it's like right now what you see, I'm at level 2, so I was pretty lucky to be able to join a room of people with tier 5, 8 and 4. Those are my partners, and on Bravo team we've got 3-1 and a rank 3 guy there. Well, difference will be whether they know how to play the game or whether they don't. So here we have a preview. I have 2 games in a row earlier, and I decided to record it down, and here's a good example of what you will get to see in PvP, but there is slight lag when fighting some people, so it's a little irritating at times. I hope you guys get to see what is in store properly, and I am actually trying this time and not just fooling around. So being really bad at this, we'll see. Okay, so 5 more seconds. Once everybody's ready, the game usually starts in 10 seconds or so, don't worry about it. You are supposed to be changing your equipment way before the battle. And what I have in my items right now, I believe I brought a decoy, which I was testing out if it works. Apparently the decoy looks so dumb, I don't think it does. But I don't know, it's fun. Because maybe someday someone will actually walk forward and try to carry that thing. You'll get to see a number of things this time, because I did bring out an auto band K. Auto band K being an auto turret that will allow, how do we put it? That will allow, it will shoot at anyone within proximity, but its aim is also terrible. And also, I made it to the point that I dress up myself in white, so that I get mistaken for an accessory or something, if they aren't wary about it. I mean, who knows? The real way to tell if someone is an accessory is actually by their backpack. You see that thing over there? All real players have that on the back. So if you want to be aiming real players instead of accessories, go for those guys. Now, and another thing I want to add is I gave my accessory. Look at that. That's the decoy. You see over there. It looks so dumb. And okay, another thing I want to add is my accessory has homing missile launcher on. That would be the one that shoots up to 4 bullets at one time with giant missiles. But as of now, I keep seeing my AI shooting that. Look at that gigantic missile. That's from my accessory. Now, why I did that was because I realized that is one of the best way to interrupt, as the AI goes into auto aim and always aim from the furthest range possible. Well, technically the AI has better aim than I do, and I am only good at doing things like this, putting up this wall here. Now, the reason I put up this wall is not to shield myself from attacks, but to prevent the enemy from running through that hole over there and interrupting us. And sadly, no. Actually, I won't be saying sadly, because we did win this game. The opponent team was made of people who were mostly tier 1, which means I suppose they are mostly inexperienced and have no idea how to deal with it. And my machine gun, I did upgrade it a little to have it more, to have higher focus. So basically the spreading of my bullets is a lot less even on recoil. That was defense up to prevent me from taking more damage, and here's your first auto bank K that you will be seeing. Yep, shooting. Well, the moment I put that down, we already won, so it was literally the fastest game I've had in PvP. And these are the points I got. Not a lot, but good enough considering I really didn't do much. All I did was put a shield up, block their access, and put a decoy civilian down, which was pretty pointless. But that is what you do in a PvP match. The upcoming PvP match, which by the way is always on random, is actually a team match. So you don't save civilians, you don't go for objectives. going for objectives is, personally, I think going for objectives is a little harder. So considering that, we shall, I suppose I'll skip what's in between, like you see what I'm doing right now, and let's just head on to the team fight. Okay, so what we have here now is the team fight. It's just killing the other enemy team. What the rules here are, every team has 30 lives, and the guy who loses all 30 lives lose. Or when time runs out, the team with more score wins. It's very simple, straightforward. Killing accessories does not contribute to the points, but killing accessories does, however, disable them for quite a set amount of time, and accessories don't come back to life. You have to save your own accessories. They do not suddenly just revive later on. For what you can see on this match though, I will showcase what you can do in a team fight, especially when I brought out my favorite things in PvP right now. Now that would be the Banke GMC. It shoots, it auto locks on to people and shoot missiles at them. Non-homing, but still bazooka missiles. Like you see that guy over there was just standing. Reason to believe he's either lagging. Yeah, he was lagging. So lag would be a factor of your death. So if you are actually playing this game, do try to play it on with as good connection as possible. You really isn't going to enjoy it. I do know that, if I remember correctly, one of the guys is lagging and the other three are perfectly fine. So you are like that guy. I think that's the guy who was lagging the entire way, and we couldn't really do much to him except maybe keep shooting, and he'll probably die for no reason on his end. Now that shield was just for no freaking reason, trust me on that. I wasn't sure. I just don't want to face the enemies head on. And see, that's my accessory with that gigantic missile that my own shield just blocked. Okay, that wasn't really cool. Oh, I accidentally pressed the R3 button there. That is what happens in PvP free for all. Look at the missiles. The missiles are wrecking them. I'm gonna run away because I don't wanna get shot. Almost died, but it's okay because I decided first aid kit. Life is good, and I got 20 points for no reason. Most likely because I got an assist from my accessory. Now the accessory does kill people and you get points for that, so you want to go for those every now and then. And for the spear and the ibara, it is literally one of the best attacks in the game, because the entire attack, if you are able to angle well, all hits goes through and the guy is practically definitely dead. But of course, people are able to teleport like that, then there's really no point. That guy is really lagging bad. But for the rest of them, it's pretty okay. I'm actually able to do multiple things. I can see them flinch and all. So PvP, if the opponent is lagging, you still don't have to worry about it, because it seems that whoever is lagging gets the brunt end of the stick, rather than just being hit like this. Now, what I want to mention, however, though, is what you'll be seeing me doing here, which is picking up weapons. Now, never ever do that. I've decided not to do that ever again. One being, after picking up the weapon, right, you do not get to keep it. Yeah, I know. I would have wished that we got to keep it, so that whatever weapons the enemies was using, I would be able to use. And this guy finally got smarter, although it's an accessory. It wasn't a real human. The accessory took out my accessory, which I in turn took him out and tried to save my own accessory. He was also saving someone else, so he didn't have time to deal with me. Now, however, with everybody, look, this is another accessory that was bringing out the missile launcher. Okay, wait, now, what I was gonna say was, however, if everyone brings out an accessory that uses long-range missile damage simply because the AI can shoot better, right? I personally still don't think that's a great idea, because the way to counter accessories is to actually have humans aim them. Why? Because accessories do not revive. Once you have a team that doesn't realize how important accessories are, they are going to just keep dying. Why? Because it will be an 8v4 match. I've experienced this every now and then, because the entire team just wants to go for the other guy. And once it becomes an 8v4, right, there is almost no way for you to come back, because every single time you revive, 8 of the enemy is going to be onto you with their guns, with their bankers, with their mines, with everything. Okay, I think at this point of time I decided I was supposed to be using other weapons of choice. It's like, oh look, I got a gun. Everybody's the opponent's sticking around. You see them hugging together now. So why not use a gun and shoot them at that side before something else happens. You don't get assists in this game, so if you don't kill them, you don't really get any points. But it's okay, because if you do it well enough, you're probably gonna kill someone anyway. Remember that the best way to play an FPS, best way to play whatever FPS actually, is to flank. You can flank their accessory, flank them, backstab people, kill each other, save your accessory. Don't really have to bother with your allies unless they are really constantly dying. And you need to remember that saving people requires time. And oh, just staying in this shield protects me from all projectile, and see, I'm not taking any damage. Now the shield perimeter is actually not the wall itself, it's the circular area around it. The only way to go through it is by meleeing and destroying the shield itself. And as you can see, I got a bit lucky there, because I tried to save my accessory and I was taking a shit ton of damage from the other guy using the submachine gun. But the good news is it is a submachine gun, so it really isn't going to kill me at one go. What is so good about the submachine gun is you can actually spray it and deal constant damage while you run around. If the entire team was using weapons like that, maybe, just maybe, taking down people would be easier, because if you're not good at aiming, the submachine gun has slight auto aim, not extreme auto aim like in Call of Duty and all that, but you do get slight auto aim where you will be able to spray as much as possible. I was shooting my own bullet and it wasn't going through the shield. Well, it's okay. They killed my accessory. I found that very smart at that point of time. I revived my accessory, and look what the next thing my accessory do. Fires a missile. Okay then. Yep, I ate a laser. Lasers are the worst thing you want to bring into a battlefield here. Takes too long to start, takes too long to reload, and practically isn't much use. Oh yeah. From that, I also found something. Anti-personnel mines activates on impact of dead people and accessory, like that just now. That guy was an accessory, the one I killed with the laser was an accessory. So I tried to plant a mine over there to prevent people from picking her up, but the mine exploded immediately. You cannot do that, although I personally think I would have wanted that to be a good idea, so to prevent everyone from saving their accessory from close range. People usually do that, I don't know why. Ibara save is always a much better choice, and Ibara save you can do it from a safe distance. Yes, and that, my friend, is an accessory with a heavy weapon, and I wasn't able to catch up for some reason. Well, my attack didn't have that much reach, I guess. And very quickly, 10 minutes have passed. We are about done. I didn't look at the time, I suppose, so I was reviving my accessory. Team battle is now over. Volunteer complete. Wow, I did get a lot of points on this one, that's for sure, but I wasn't top score. More or less I was doing pretty okay. You see, those guys with higher ranks, they definitely had the better weapons, better equipment, and more experience than I do. This game, I personally think, is all about experience. I can't wait for the new Freedom Wars, the English one, when this happens, because we will all be fighting within our own regions. Like we will have Singapore, Malaysia and Philippines and all that. If we are fighting within our own regions, there is going to be a lot less lag, and hope we might still be able to play against Japan. But for the people in the US, please try to play within your own area, and because Really, PvP with lag isn't much fun at all. Well, strategies wise, I hope you've seen some of what we can do, and I hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, see you next time.